This is your first conclave.
It is.
And I wonder how you're feeling about the work ahead of you, the choice ahead of you.
I wouldn't call it work. We've done the work. Now we have to choose. But it's not, the work was these last 10 days or so of listening and reflecting and praying and also grieving, coming to grips with the fact that Pope Francis is with us, but in another way. And dealing with our sorrow, gratitude, hopes. But now all this translates into a vote, yes, right.
And are those discussions helpful for you in determining how you'll make a decision?
Yeah, if you had done the interview 10 days ago, I would have been completely at sea. Whereas now I'm cool.
Have you determined what it is you'll be weighing in terms of making a choice?
Maybe, yeah. It's hard to explain. It's a spiritual experience. It's also a human experience. It's, yes, it's based on listening, on dialogue, on exchange, but also on intuition, memories, hopes. It all comes together. And now it gets expressed silently by voting.
As I understand, you were working at the last conclave, but not in the last conclave.
That's right. That's right.
The world has changed a bit in the time since.
Not a bit.
A lot.
A lot.
Okay.
I was reflecting on that. I was reflecting that what a different world we're electing this Pope than when Pope Francis was elected.
I'm not sure that the changes you're thinking about, but as you speak, I think of war with Russia and Ukraine. I think of the war in Gaza. I think of a U.S. president who is severely cutting foreign aid. What's your sense of how that plays into a decision?
Well, it's hard to put in words because it's not a political decision. And so, yes, the challenges of, let's say, a war or climate change or migration are part of who we are and what we're looking forward to facing. But this is not like a convention, a political convention. We're not choosing a party leader.
How do you feel about the world right now?
I would say that what makes me saddest is how much suffering there is. We're more aware of it perhaps than we were. We certainly are more aware of it than we were before, even 12 years ago. But it's crushing. It's just crushing how much so many people have to suffer, apparently, for what is considered normal or important or priorities. It's mad and it's sad. It's very sad.
For those of us on the outside and looking at what Pope Francis accomplished, his priority on the treatment of migrants, certainly his focus on Indigenous populations and reconciliation, that apology he delivered in Canada. As you have the discussions, do you have a sense that those priorities may continue to be priorities for the Church?
That's not a question I can answer. The things that Pope Francis did are part of the mix of our reflection. So his achievements, his challenges, his gifts, his shortcomings are all part of a mix, but we're going forward. We're not worrying about, are we going to somehow maintain or improve or cast aside the heritage of Pope Francis. We never do that. All of the popes carry the whole history with them. And there's always change, but there's also continuity. We really hope we will continue to have a good effect, and we're impressed with the good effect that Pope Francis has had. But the responsibility for getting this world back on track is with governments, with politicians, with opinion leaders, with business people, and we go along to try to help them. But don't look to us to solve the problems that society seems very reluctant or incapable of solving. Those have to be faced by society.
Is there anything that you think people in Canada should be thinking about as they think in the next few days?
We need to learn to take hold of our problems together. And our religion, other religions need to make their contribution. But it's a problem of citizens, it's a problem of societies. I mean, most of the problems we have are a lack of governance, a lack of a capacity to handle our problems. It's not good. It's not good at all.
No.
So, if Canadians are watching, I hope that they're happy with the results of the election, and that now we're going to get on with the business of taking good care of Canada and making a good contribution of peace and justice in the world. That would make me very happy.
Okay, that election is done. A new selection begins.
Very good.
Cardinal Czerny, thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.